What if I told you that your own taste buds are lying to you? Hidden behind deceptive looks and unassuming textures, these cheeses are being made into something extraordinary. Sweeter and meatier flavors from something that should be sour and mild. These are 5 incredible cheeses that taste different from what you expect. Number 1. Brie du Meaux. For those of us exploring the nuanced world of dairy, Brie du Meaux often presents the first great sensory surprise. While its velvet white rind suggests a sharp, mushroomy bite, the interior is a masterclass in subtlety, offering a flavor profile closer to melted butter and toasted hazelnuts. This mushroom paradox is driven by the white mold, Penicillium camemberti, which acts as a biological engine. It doesn't just sit on the surface. It actively releases enzymes that march toward the center, breaking down complex milk proteins into a liquid gold state. This process, known as centripetal ripening, is why a perfectly aged brie is firm at the edges and gooey in the middle. Historically, this cheese was so prized that it was crowned the king of cheeses at the Congress of Vienna, not for its power, but for its elegant restraint. From a health perspective, this means the cheese is effectively pre-digested for you. For a maturing digestive system that might struggle with the heavy caseins of a young cheddar, brie offers a wealth of bioactive peptides that are absorbed with minimal effort. This moisture migration also concentrates calcium and phosphorus, providing a high-density mineral boost for skeletal health. It is a royal delicacy that prioritizes cellular repair over social pretense, hiding a gentle, creamy soul beneath a rustic, forest floor exterior that many mistake for a pungent threat. Brie offers buttery softness, but Gorgonzola provides a surprisingly sweet blue. Number 2. Gorgonzola Dolce. If you've spent a lifetime avoiding blue cheese because of its bite, Gorgonzola Dolce will completely upend your expectations. Unlike its sharp cousins, this Italian masterpiece is often described as the dessert of the cheese world. The secret lies in the specific strain of mold used, Penicillium glaucum, which is far milder and sweeter than the aggressive Penicillium roqueforti found in Roquefort. Legend has it that the cheese was invented by a love-struck apprentice who, distracted by his thoughts, left his curds sitting overnight. To hide his mistake, he mixed them with fresh morning milk, creating the pockets of air where the sweet blue could bloom. During the 4-week aging process, the cheese is pierced with copper needles to allow oxygen to enter, but the fermentation is halted early to prevent a high moisture content. This prevents the mold from becoming overwhelming and instead creates a flavor profile reminiscent of thick honey, warm cream, and even a hint of sourdough. For those of us focusing on longevity, the blue in Gorgonzola is a living map of probiotic diversity. These molds produce secondary metabolites that have been shown to support gut health and even possess mild anti-inflammatory properties. It is a sensory trick. Your eye sees a dangerous mold, but your palate experiences a luxurious, velvety sweetness that supports a resilient internal microbiome while delivering a concentrated dose of vitamin B12. Sweet blue satisfies the palate, yet halloumi challenges every melting expectation. Number 3. Halloumi. We have all been conditioned to believe that cheese is a melting substance, but halloumi is the great biological rebel of the Mediterranean. To the uninitiated, biting into a slab of halloumi is a shocking experience. It doesn't stretch or pull, but instead offers a firm, squeaky resistance that earned the nickname squeaky cheese. This unique texture is the result of a specific production method where the curds are heated in their own way to nearly 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This thermal processing denatures the proteins in a way that creates a tight, interlocking mesh, essentially a cheese that is cooked twice. This gives halloumi a remarkably high melting point, allowing it to be grilled or pan-seared until the outside is caramelized like a steak, while the insides remain solid. Traditionally, this Cypriot staple was folded with mint leaves, which acted as a natural antimicrobial preservative long before refrigeration existed. For a senior seeking high-density nutrition, halloumi is a powerhouse of protein and calcium. Because it is unripe and preserved in brine, it retains a massive concentration of minerals that support skeletal integrity and muscle maintenance. The absence of acid-producing bacteria during its creation means it remains salty and savory rather than tangy. It is the ultimate culinary illusion, a dairy product that behaves like a piece of meat, providing the muscle-supporting amino acids we need in a uniquely captivating, non-melting format that defies the law of the kitchen. Solid, squeaky halloumi stands firm, unlike the infamous liquid gold époisse. Number 4. Époisse de Bourgogne. No cheese in the world is quite as deceptive as Époisse de Bourgogne. As we have noted, its scent is so aggressive that it is banned from the Paris metro, leading many to expect a taste that is equally rotten or harsh. However, once you break through that sticky orange rind, you are met with a flavor that is shockingly delicate, fruity, and reminiscent of high-end custard. This scent-to-soul disconnect is caused by the Marc de Bourgogne brandy wash. The alcohol kills off the common clean bacteria and leaves behind a colony of Brevibacterium linens, which produces the heavy sulfur smell but also triggers extreme proteolysis. This process liquefies the interior into a state of peak bioavailability, turning the cheese into a spoonable delicacy that Napoleon Bonaparte reportedly carried into battle. For those of us over 60, époisse is a nutritional miracle disguised as a social hazard. The high concentration of vitamin K2 found in that orange rind is vital for ensuring calcium is directed away from our arteries and into our bone matrix, preventing the stiffening associated with age. The enzymes involved in the brandy wash also help break down fats into short-chain fatty acids, which are much easier on the cardiovascular system than the long-chain fats found in younger cheeses. It is a cheese that demands you ignore your nose and trust your body, offering a level of heart support and digestive ease that belies its infamous reputation as a public nuisance. Époisse delivers pungent creaminess, while ricotta offers a ghostly light freshness. Number 5. Ricotta. While we often classify it as a cheese, authentic ricotta is actually a ghost of the dairy process, tasting far lighter and fresher than any curd-based product. The name literally means recooked, and it's made from the whey left over from production of heavier cheeses like provolone or mozzarella. Most people expect cheese to be dense and fatty, but ricotta is almost airy with a natural sweetness that comes from its high lactose and whey protein content. This history dates back to Cistercian monks who sought to waste nothing. They discovered that by heating the leftover whey and adding a touch of acid, the remaining proteins would precipitate into soft white clouds. Unlike standard cheeses made from casein, ricotta is primarily composed of albumin and globulin, the same proteins found in high-end muscle-building supplements. For a maturing body, this is a significant advantage. Whey protein is the most efficient form of protein for stimulating muscle protein synthesis, helping to maintain strength and independence. The absence of rennet in its production means it never develops a sharp or fermented taste, remaining a clean, milky canvas that supports our physical vitality without the heaviness of traditional dairy. It is a biological masterpiece of efficiency, taking the leftovers of the cheesemaking world and turning them into a high-utility, nutrient-dense treasure. For those focusing on cognitive health, ricotta is also a surprising source of choline, a nutrient vital for brain function. It proves that the lightest option in the dairy aisle can often be the most technically advanced when it comes to supporting a healthy, active future. Are you ready to take a spoon to the liquid gold of the pungent époisse? Or are you leaning toward the muscle-supporting clots of a fresh ricotta? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.